What's up, guys, and welcome to Classroom Setup Day 2. If you're new here, my name is Devontae Kelly, and I am a first grade teacher in the Middle Tennessee area. Also, if you're new here, that might mean that you've not seen Classroom Setup Day 1. So if you haven't seen it, I'll put a card up here, or maybe it'll be here, who knows. But I'll put a card up so that way you can go back and watch that, and then once you've seen that, you can come back and join us since you'd be caught up to speed after seeing it. So it's been about a week since I've been here. And that's because I've had some things going on. I really want to enjoy my summer. Now I have 2 weeks of school left, and I just want to kind of not spend the rest of my summer here. So I took a little bit of time off just to kind of chill, go to the pool. I went to the Beyonce concert last Saturday. So I kind of want to get some things sporadically here and there just to kind of enjoy my summer before, school life is really back. So I'll be kind of in and out sporadically here and there. I won't be here like day after day after day like I have been in years past, but it is what it is. So this morning, I actually was at our local college. So my district has something called the Gifted Academy, where teachers go and get certified in being a gifted teacher. I've actually done that about 3 years ago. But after you graduate and become an alumni, you're able to go back and take those refresher courses just to kind of refresh your mind. And that's what I did today. I did not stay the whole time. I just went for the first, 3 hours of it just to kind of, refresh myself and get back in the groove of all that type of stuff. So I left there around 11:30. I went home for a little bit. I have Chick-fil-A. So now I'm going to eat my food, and then I will get back in touch with you and tell you what is going on today. All right, guys, so here is our agenda for the day. I have 5 things that I want to get to. I probably won't get to all of them just like last week, but I can get to the majority of them, I feel like. So these will be done in no particular order. I'm going to start off with working on some, ooh, why is that blurry? That's weird. Oh, that's actually really cool. Okay. So in no particular order, we have wall decor. So I have some things I told you guys last week. I still have some posters that are up. Some have fallen down. Some are in the process of falling down. And I have some stuff over here. So some of the stuff will be taken down. I'll put some other things up. I also include like my bulletin boards and things like that in the wall decor too. So I'll be setting all that stuff up. I plan on getting my library books back on the bookshelves. So you remember last week I moved the bookshelves, but I didn't really do anything with it. I'll kind of show you how I organize them and how I use them throughout the year. I need to organize my back closet. I put organized. I really don't have to organize it because I did that at the end of the year. I just really need to take all of this stuff and move it back to the closet. So that's all I need to do for that. I have some extra posters and things I need to print and laminate, so I need to do that. And then I put organized small furniture. So last week I moved all the big things, the bookshelves, the tables, the chairs, all that stuff. Now I'm going to be moving the small furniture. That's going to be book boxes. That's going to be turn-in bins. That's going to be all of like the little small stuff that I kind of stuffed in my center bins at the end of the year. So just taking all that stuff out, putting it in its spot, just so that way I have that done and taken care of. So that's my goal for today. Again, I won't get done with all of it, but I'll get as much done as I can. So let's set you guys down and let's get started. All right, y'all. So I am about to start working on my board. So far, all I've really done was I've put up my 3 R's, our school, we're 3 R school for our school-wide expectations, respect, responsibility, and the right thing. I'll go ahead and just use that as my classroom rules and expectations as well. You guys might hear something. I don't know what in the heck just happened, but it was bright and sunny, and now it's like dark. It's really, you can't really tell it in the screen in the video, but it is actually really dark outside. It's more like this color outside than it is this, but I'm sure it's about to start storming, so hopefully you won't hear anything in the next couple of minutes. But I want to start working on my whiteboard, and I want to show you what I've been doing, because the things that I have been laminating is what's going to go on this board. So let me turn you around and show you what I got. Okay, so first up, I have new schedule cards for this year, just to add some brightness to my room. I have the times as well as what we're doing at those specific times, and it has different colors around the border for each one, so I have those. These are going to be some visual direction cards. I actually had another, I wouldn't call it visual direction cards, but I had some supply little cards that I had that I would pull out just to show kids, like, these are the materials that you need. I want to take it a little bit further this time. So they're actually different little rectangles here, and they all have different numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes up to like 8, but I think I'm only going to need like 1 through 5 at the most. I have also these right here that kind of give what you need to do. I was looking through, and I know I'm going to have some that I'm going to like constantly go to, like cut, glue. There's one that says like write your name. Those will always be ones that are kind of my go-tos, but I do have some other ones too that are more specific, like count, wipe. There's write your name. But all it is just being able to move it and telling what they need to do first, what they need to do second, what they need to do third. Just that way, for the kids that need that, they have that option for them. And then the third thing right here are going to be table points, which is what I plan on using this year. And each table has their own color. So table 1 is red, and it corresponds with their little posters up here. So table 1 is red, table 2 is blue, table 3 is orange, 4 is purple, 5 is green. And again, they all have their respective crayons in there. And it's just a way for me to be able to track, positive behaviors I see in the class, things that I like. And then every time they get to 10, I'm going to have them get to go to like our gumball machine. Also, I don't know, last year I used this right here. I don't know why my stuff is out of focus. But it's basically my dojo store, and it has different rewards on it. I think I'm going to use the rewards, not necessarily like the 5 points, 10 points, 15 points, but I'm going to use just those rewards as like choices as well. So actually, let me take you over there so you can see. And these aren't the end all be all. I have some more different rewards in one of my drawers somewhere. But there's different things like stamp champs. They get a stamp on their wrist, sticker picker, gumball machine, take a selfie, treasure box. I probably won't get into these up here, but just something just to offer a little bit of an incentive for them once they get to those 10 points. So I have that, and that's just kind of like a little visual for them to be able to see where they are and how many more they need to get to 10. I was also thinking about too, once they hit 10, I was thinking about making very small like crayon boxes and putting like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So that way, if they hit their 10, but then have they go another round, they will always see like we got our first 10 here. And now we're working on our second set of 10 to get to 20. Now we're working on our third set of 10 to get to 30. I don't know if that just made sense. I felt like it did, but maybe it didn't. I don't know if I explained that right. But if I didn't, just ask me in the comments and I'll try to answer it in a way that is understandable. But I'm going to build the crayon boxes because they're not actually built yet. These actually go on top so it'll look like that on the board. So I'm going to get some hot glue it on there, get some magnet tape, and start putting them on the board. All right, guys. So I think I'm about done for today. I don't think I was in the right headspace to come. I don't know. Something about today was just, maybe it's the weather. Who knows? But I did get some things done, and I'm going to turn you around in just a second just to show you what I did. Then we'll talk about what I plan on doing the next time I come, and then hopefully I can get it together by then. All right, so as you guys saw, I started out with putting up my 3Rs posters. These follow our school-wide expectations in our school. So we are a 3R school: respect, responsibility, and the right thing. I chose to use those as my classroom rules as well, just so that we have some type of uniformity, and that way it's easier for kids to remember. You know, the rules that we have in our classroom are also the exact same rules that we have in the rest of our school. And we spent the first couple of weeks really talking about each word, what it means, what that looks like, what it doesn't look like, different scenarios, what would you do, and different things like that. So I got that put up. I then got my calendar set up. So this is where I had my calendar last year. I set it up again this year. The materials that I have for my calendar come from this little pack right here. It's super old. I mean, it was in this room when I got here 6 years ago. So I'm sure you guys know what this is by looking at it. So I have those. There are a couple of things that I added to it. So I bought this little pack off of TPT. It's just different calendar cards to show like different special days, things like that. There's first day of school, spring break, fall break, open house, fun run, Scholastic Book Fair, birthdays, all types of national holidays. It's just full of stuff. So I'll link that below in case you're interested in that. I cleaned off a lot of what was over here. There's still a couple of stuff, as you can see. I got all the big things like the big carpet vacuum and the milk crates that had my bouncy seats in those. Those are put in my closet. I didn't finish putting this stuff away because I got sidetracked, but I then moved over here, and these are all the schedule cards and things that I showed you last week that I printed and laminated and sprayed down and all that stuff, except for these. My Kaplan cards are not. I've had those for a couple of years now, but after putting all this up, I don't know, it just feels very loaded, and by that I mean overloading. I look at it and I'm like, woo wee, look at all this color over here, which I still don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm leaning more towards it being a not so good thing, but that's okay, because what I can do to help with that is, number one, all these little color things for my schedule, they're just backed by magnets. So this one has just the regular like magnetic tape that just, I mean, super easy to put on there. Now for these do not have the magnetic tape, because when I put the magnet tape on there and tried to put it on the board, it failed because that magnet tape is not strong enough to go through the paper to get to the board. So I have a lot of these, which are the adhesive magnet strips. Get them at Walmart, super cheap, but they're thicker, like you can kind of see right here. Oh my gosh, why is it? There we go. And there goes the thunder. It's a little bit thicker than magnet tape, and it is strong enough to go through that other paper. And oh my God. Okay. um, so it is strong enough to go through and hang on to the whiteboard. But I can just take these off and just keep these here. And what that'll do is not only will that take away that color, but it'll also minimize the schedule too. So I might do that. Also, these right here, these came with two different versions. So the first version was the big cards that have the numbers on them. There is another version. I don't know where I put it, but oh, they're over here. This other version, they're a lot smaller, and I can just have it on the board and then put the card beside it. So it'd be like 1, and then I would have the card beside 1 that they need to do first, and then 2, and then put the second thing beside it. So I can do that if I want to. I'm going to see what it looks like first, taking off the color cards on my schedule, and then those are just extras for that. And then I have the crayon boxes right here. They look really good. I don't know if I want to keep those there or not, or move them over there. Really, none of this stuff is safe, honestly. I mean, I could just move it at a moment's notice. But, say all that to say, I really don't have any more brain power left for anything. I am ready to go home and just chill. I'll probably just come up tomorrow and fix the things that I messed up today. So I am going to leave, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.